HMCS Vancouver is en route to the Mediterranean Sea tonight to relieve the crew of HMCS Charlottetown off the coast of Libya. It was an emotional goodbye as the ship's 250 officers and crew bid farewell to their families at CFB Esquimalt. A-News reporter Astrid Brownschmidt has the story.
There are tears and hugs on the jetty as HMCS Vancouver prepares to leave on a mission to the Mediterranean Sea. The frigate is headed to the waters off of the coast of Libya to relieve HMCS Charlottetown.
HMCS Charlottetown is involved in the conduct of embargo operations, so the arms embargo against Libya. And so there's nothing that I would see being dramatically different in what Vancouver will do.
Deployments are never easy. The separation can be especially difficult for children.
My wife deployed to Afghanistan about 3 years ago, so we've been separated before, but it's certainly different this time with the little guy.
You know, the hardest time during any deployment is that week before a family's ready to deploy and those first couple of weeks after.
Jackson understands what the families of HMCS Vancouver are going through. She was there waving goodbye to a loved one 20 years ago.
You know, you can understand how difficult it can be for some people. It's almost like a roller coaster.
Today, the Military Family Resource Center assures families new to deployment they don't have to go through this alone.
There's a lot of resources available at the center, and it all depends on who you are, whether you're the mom of a sailor or if you're the spouse of a sailor. Really important for people to be connected at that point.
The Moonies will have access to email while they're apart, maybe even Skype when the ship is in port, which should make it a little easier for 14-month-old Caleb.
I'm sure we'll get on Skype or something like that and see a little face-to-face time, especially for him.
While there is no end date to the mission, HMCS Vancouver is expected to be away for about 6 months.
Before this, it's always been me deploying, so it's the other way around, and this is the first time with kids, so it's definitely a bit harder, I think.
It's a long time to be away from home. For these families, the time can't go fast enough. Astrid Brownschmidt, A-News.